Hi kids! Today we will learn about comparing and ordering numbers, including amounts of money. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to compare 4 to 6-digit numbers up to 100,000 using relation symbols. Compare values of the different denominations of coins and bills through 1,000 pesos using relation symbols. And last, order 4 to 6-digit numbers in increasing or decreasing order. Let us try to answer the following problems. Number 1. Nelly is 83 centimeters tall, while Cecilio is 112 centimeters tall. Who is taller between the two? Answer: Cecilio is taller than Nelly because 112 centimeters is taller or longer than 83 centimeters. For problem number 2, during the same planting season, Pedro harvested 749 kabans of palay, while Pablo harvested 742 kabans of palay. Who harvested more kabans of palay? Answer: Pedro harvested more kabans of palay because 749 kabans is more than 742 kabans. For problem number 3, Group A spelled 48 words correctly out of 50 spelling words. Group B made 2 mistakes out of the same set of 50 spelling words. Which group spelled more words correctly? Answer: none, because they got equal scores. Since both groups got 48 words correctly, that means they got the same scores. Study the pairs of numbers below. These 3 numbers are actually from the given problem 1, 2, and 3. We were able to answer the questions in the problems with the use of comparing numbers. Let us review the comparison of these 3 numbers using the relation symbols. 83 is less than 112, 749 is greater than 742, and 48 is equal to 48. These 3 relation symbols are commonly used when comparing numbers. Now let us learn the use of the 3 relation symbols less than, greater than, and equal. When one value is smaller than another, we can use a less than sign. For example, 3 is less than 5. When one value is bigger than another, we can use a greater than sign. For example, 9 is greater than 6. And for equal sign, when 2 values are equal, we use the equal sign. For example, 4 is equal to 4. So now that you learned the 3 relation symbols, I want you to remember the following when comparing numbers. First, to compare numbers, we compare the corresponding digits of the numbers by place value. Digits in the highest place value are compared first. Then, use the appropriate symbol less than, greater than, or equal. For you not to get confused about the less than and greater than symbol, please use this technique. Just always remember that Pac-Man eats the bigger number. Imagine that the symbol is Pac-Man. In the first example, 8 is greater than 2, that's why Pac-Man is facing the number 8. In the second example, 10 is greater than 7, that's why Pac-Man is facing the number 10. Now let us compare the numbers 35,321 and 35,719. First, we put the digits in the place value chart. Then, we compare the corresponding digits of the numbers from the highest place value, or from the ones on the left. So we start from the 10,000s digits. Since digits here are the same, that means we will move on to the next place. As we can see, the digits are also the same. It means that we will move on to the next place on the right. In here, we can see that 3 is less than 7, which means that this number is less than the other number. So 35,321 is less than 35,719. In symbols, we write 35,321 is less than 35,719. So now let's compare the numbers 2,386 and 986. Again, we place the digits of the numbers in the place value chart and we start comparing from the left. In here, we can see that there is no thousand value in the bottom number, which means that 2 is greater than 0. So we can say that 2,386 is greater than 986. In symbols, we write 2,386 is greater than 986. Let's now have the third pair of numbers. Compare the numbers 584,709 and 584,709. Placing the digits of the numbers in the place value chart, we can compare the digits from the left. Since we can see that all digits are the same in all the place values, it means that the two numbers have the same value. So we say that 584,709 is equal to 584,709. In symbols, we write 584,709 is equal to 584,709. Now that we're done in comparing numbers, let us now try to compare amounts of money. Please remember the following. To compare amounts of money, compare the amounts of pesos or the numbers to the left of the decimal point. Please refer to this example. Second, to compare amounts of money with the same amounts of pesos, compare the amounts of centavos or the numbers to the right of the decimal point. Just like in example number 2. Let's now have our first example. Which is greater, 875 pesos and 25 centavos or 854 pesos and 50 centavos? To compare amounts of money, we can compare first the amounts of pesos before we compare the amounts in centavos. Again, just like how we compare numbers, we also start comparing from the left. In here, we can see that 875 is greater than 854. So we can say that 875 pesos and 25 centavos is greater than 854 pesos and 50 centavos. In symbols, we write 875 pesos and 25 centavos is greater than 854 pesos and 50 centavos. For our next example, which is greater, 414 pesos and 15 centavos or 414 pesos and 75 centavos? In this example, we can see that amounts in pesos are the same, which means that what we need to compare are the amounts in centavos. Since 15 is less than 75, we can say that 414 pesos and 15 centavos is less than 414 pesos and 75 centavos. Now that we're done in comparing numbers, let us now learn how to order numbers. Please remember the following. First, numbers can be arranged either in increasing or decreasing order. Second, the place value chart can also be used in arranging numbers. Third, when arranging numbers, compare the digits of the numbers according to place value, beginning from the highest place value or from the left. Here's an example of numbers arranged in increasing order. And here's an example of numbers arranged in decreasing order. Let us have our first example. Write the following numbers in increasing order. Please remember that first, we should line up the number according to the place value. Second, we begin comparing from the highest place value or from the left. And third, we count the digits in each number before we compare the numbers. Since 5,358 has the least number of digits, we can say that this number is the least. Next to compare is 42,734 and 42,876. Since 7 is less than 8, we can say that 42,734 is the second number, followed by 42,876. And 52,287 as the greatest number. So, in increasing order, we write 5,358, 42,734, 42,876, and 52,287 as the greatest number. Next, write the following numbers in decreasing order, or from greatest to least. Again, we line up the number according to the place value and we begin comparing from the highest place value. Since 157,198 is the only number with the 100,000s value, we mark this number as number 1. Then, compare the three other numbers in 10,000s place. Since 6 is the greatest among the three, we mark this number as the second number, followed by the one with the 3 in the 10,000s place, and the least will be 28,524, since this number has the least value in 10,000s place. So we write in decreasing order 157,198, 60,537, 32,593, and 28,524. Congratulations, children! You just finished your lesson 3.